Good morning and afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Vicky. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the Vietnam presentation section today on business opportunities and technology change in water sector in Vietnam. I would like to thank everyone for joining us today. A quick word about this section program. We shall begin with a talk by our honor speaker, Professor Dr. Nguyễn Việt Anh. He is Vice Chairman of Vietnam Water Supply and Sewage Association, VWSA, and also the Director of Institute of Environmental Science and Engineering, Hanoi University of Civil Engineering. This will be followed by a short question and answer section when you will be free to exchange ideas with the professor at the end of the webinar. If you have any questions, please put it on the Q&A box. And now we are very honored to have Professor Nguyễn Việt Anh to conduct the seminar today. He is going to share with you his insight and expert knowledge surrounding Vietnam water supply and drainage industry overview, technology trends and business opportunity as well for water players and professionals. Professor Nguyễn Việt Anh, please.
Hello, can you hear me? Good afternoon. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Shall I start now? And you will move the slides for me, right? You will.
Yes.
Okay. Good afternoon. So this is my honor to be here to share with you some information about the trend of water technologies and about the opportunities to do business in water sector in Vietnam. We are in the very special period of the transition period where we have very active projects and a lot of activities happening around. Next, please. The latest figure shows we have 39% of population in Vietnam is living in the urban area. I say latest figure because this figure is changing every month. We have very fast urbanization and industrialization process. By November 2020, we have already more than 10 million of cubic meter per day of water produced in urban areas by centralized water systems. And the number of the non-revenue water has been significantly decreased from 31% from the all provinces down to 19% in 2020 November. And in the figures, you see the new technologies are applied in the water supply. For example, most of clear water pump stations already equipped with frequency inverters, small, big water treatment plants now are using lamen plate settlers. In the figures, second round, you see because of organics in the raw water, we have already to apply biological filter to enhance the organics removal process. And because of soil intrusion, in some stations, we have to use reverse osmosis to treat brackish water and seawater. And the right corner, you see the first station ever in water treatment plants in Vietnam using ozonation. So we are trying using new technologies to deal with the emerging challenges like drought, soil intrusion, and new pollutants like manganese, arsenic, etc. Next, please. Talking about urban wastewater, so far we have more than 50 municipal wastewater treatment plants in operation, with a total wastewater volume treated is 1,200,000. So it is still far from the 100% of wastewater generated being treated. But the cities are now constructing new municipal wastewater treatment plants. Talking about the financial need for the whole sector in the country, every year we invest about $200 million for wastewater projects. And in order to provide 100% of population in urban areas with the water supply, we need from 3 to 6 billion US dollars. Only for non-revenue water management, we need about $500,000 in order to reduce the non-revenue water percentage down to the range 15–18%. And we need from 8 to 10 million US dollars for 100% of urban wastewater treatment. And the private sector is actively taking part in the water projects, including equitization. 90% of water supply companies in Vietnam already have been equitized to different extents. And private sectors are active in, especially in BT projects. And in big cities, the private sector already is operating the water treatment plants and competing with the public utilities. Next, please. Next, please. These two slides, I just would like to show you the latest wastewater treatment plants in cities which are in operation using different technologies, including activated sludge, oxidation leach, sequencing batch reactor, trickling filter, and even oxidation pond and other processes. So different cities, and they are open for the different technologies. Next, please. Talking about industrial wastewater management, this is also a very interesting segment where all industrial parks mostly invested by the private sector or privatized, equitized enterprises. And in all provinces, we have industrial parks, which daily produce about 900,000 cubic meter per day of the wastewater. And by law, all the wastewater treatment plants in industrial parks should adequately treat the wastewater, but in reality, about 80% of them are considered meeting effluent standards. The other are under the upgrading, so they have to improve. And some systems are now required to move from class B to class A. And the average capacity of the wastewater treatment plant in industrial parks is from 1,000 to 4,000 cubic meter per day. We are still not talking about the individual wastewater treatment systems in the investment in the factories. So this is a big market where we have different types of wastewater, different scales, and different treatment processes, different equipment are required. Next, please. So in the industrial wastewater management, the polluter pays principle is strictly applied. And as I mentioned, in many river basins, we are going to apply class A effluent standard instead of class B because of the already overloaded and because of the upgraded requirement. Environmental impact assessment is compulsory for all the investment projects. But the post environmental impact assessment activities are also required. Now all the treatment plants with a capacity more than 1,000 cubic meter per day required to install automatic monitoring stations where data should be automatically transferred to the authorities for checking in the real-time manner. So there are other environmental protection tools, command and control tools are applied. Besides, companies can borrow money from Vietnam Environmental Fund and other financial sources to invest in the wastewater treatment plant, which should be ready before the investors can come. And 2 weeks ago, we just have issued the new environmental law. The National Congress just has approved this new law, which will be enforced in the half year 2021. And in this new environmental protection law, the new rules are applied, looking at more market-based rules to force the polluters pay for the pollution. And we start to count the amount of solid waste generated and charge money based on the weight of the solid waste generated. And we start to apply the effluent standard based on the river receiving capacity, not applying the same effluent standard for all different rivers and lakes. Start to look at the river basins locally. And we start to have the decree encouraging development of eco-industrial parks with industrial symbiosis and other activities. Next, please. This shows some efforts being applied intensively, especially in the municipal water systems, smart water pollution, for upgrading the service level. So the users can know by real time the amount of water used, and the water company can easily check the water leakage level and quickly fix the problem by using online monitoring and leakage monitoring tools. Next, please. The opportunities here in the industrial wastewater management is to provide solutions, equipment, chemicals for removal of specific pollutants in specific industries, to provide process control and optimization tools is also interesting sector in the sector. And now the special industries and all industrial parks should have the solutions to control the emergency. So in the case of the steel factory, as you see in the photo, after treatment of wastewater meeting standard, the wastewater should go through the pond system where fish and plants, aquatic plants, should survive. And this is an indication that wastewater is safe to discharge to the sea, to the river. How to deal with wastewater after treatment to make sure emergency control is properly responded is also interesting topic. And now the government and the scientists and the industries are paying a lot of attention. So this is also a good topic for the discussion. Next, please. Another new emerging topic is to integrate the waste management in a smart green city, where we can recover resources from the waste, reclaim and use wastewater after the proper treatment, and to save energy and resources, etc. We already have the set of criteria for green building, and more than 20 cities in Vietnam already have the plan to become a green city, where waste management in integrated approach is a very important topic. Next, please. And because of climate change, because of the change of rain patterns, and because of the sea level rising, and plus not adequately provided the infrastructure, the flooding is still happening, including big cities like Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi. So to provide a sustainable urban drainage solutions for the cities, existing and the new urban areas, is a very interesting topic, and we have a lot of room to develop the solutions to do the business. In this photo, you see the Phú Mỹ Hưng urban area, 750 hectares in Ho Chi Minh City, and Eco Park, 500 hectares in Hưng Yên province, next to Hanoi City, where green solutions are very interestingly applied, and this becomes modern to attract people. People come here and buy the land and stay here for the better life. And there are also many other green urban areas under the development. Next, please. Previous, please. Yes. So I would like to highlight some business opportunities for our discussion. So we have a lot of room because the sector in Vietnam is under intensive development, expansion, improvement of service quality, increasing demands from the users, raised awareness, etc. So we have a lot of driving force to do the business. For water supply, the activities in the non-revenue water solutions, efficient monitoring and management solutions, smart water solutions, and special processes to remove substances which are very hot topic, very hot problems in many provinces, like organics, nitrogen, manganese, and soil intrusion. For the wastewater, so technologies and equipment for specific pollutants, and for wastewater reuse, and also sludge treatment and solid waste management, and besides the system monitoring and management solutions under the big interest. Number 4 is a resource recovery in integrated approach for the urban areas. Besides landfilling, now many cities are looking at the incineration, waste to energy solutions, but there are still other resource recovery and waste to energy solutions not under consideration. So we have room to compare, to offer, because incineration is for us is not the best solution because of the waste is not separated from the source, and the lower calorific value is a barrier for the incineration method. Rainwater harvesting and sustainable urban drainage solutions are a very good direction to go, where we can start with a policy advocacy, planning, design standard, technology, equipment, and good practice to share. And the last but not least is smart technologies for forecasting, early warning, and efficient responding in the water and wastewater management, and also for integration of water works to the urban management system. So that is from me. Thank you very much, and I'm open for the discussion. Xin cảm ơn.
Thank you, Professor Nguyễn Việt Anh, for your presentation. It's very interesting and very informative. Now we come to Q&A session. We received some interesting questions from our audience, and I would like to remind you all that if you have any questions, please put it on the Q&A box. Now, let's start with the first questions. Is there any potential projects and opportunity for water solution provider in Vietnam? Professor Nguyễn Việt Anh, can you answer this question?
Where's the question? I don't see it in the screen. Can you repeat? I don't see it. In the chat? Is in the chat?
We received it. No, we received it before the session start. Can I read it again? Any
yes, or you can type it in the chat, or you can copy and paste it in the chat.
Yes, okay. Let me start with the question on the Q&A box. Just see. Okay. For nitrogen pollution in drinking water source, are these ammonia or nitrate? How widespread or serious in this problem? See the question?
Okay. Yes. I have to say, in many cases, we have ammonia. Normally, if nitrogen stays in the water for long period of time, you have nitrate. But in our cases, ammonia present in the water source, including groundwater and surface water. For groundwater, for example, in Hanoi, you have a lot of ammonia generating from the natural processes. But in other cases, the ammonia can come from the artificial, from the human activities. So I have to say this problem is quite common, and different companies are trying with different methods, because we are talking about the small and big and very big scales of water systems, not just small, so that we could use ion exchange or biological. So we are now looking at some pretreatment method, like I show you the photo with the biocarbon filter, but still not very high efficiency, because we still have to look at the other substances in the water presenting. So we have to look for the more suitable solution to remove ammonia besides other substances. This is an interesting question, and it needs further development.
Yeah. Okay, let's start with the next questions. I got a question from Mr. Kim Hee Yap. Hi, I have the question for Professor on the water treatment chemical supply. Which will be the right authority to contact for the chemical supply for district-based potable water treatment or wastewater treatment? Did you see the second question?
Yeah.
Professor Nguyễn Việt Anh?
You should contact the water utilities who are running the water systems. if you want to offer the chemicals, they are the people to buy chemicals from you.
Okay. Is this all for the answer?
Yes, yes. Also, authorities are only in charge to supervise the water quality and the water service for the chemicals, for the treatment processes. Water utilities are responsible.
Okay, thank you, professors. Let's start with the next questions. The third question is it mandatory for foreign businesses to have a collaboration partner in Vietnam?
I think we have investment law and we have even investment, foreign investment policies. And there are many foreign activities here. Of course, it's good to collaborate, but I think it's not mandatory.
Thank you,
Yes.
for this answer as well. Let's start with the next questions. Is there any potential projects and opportunity for water solution provider or supplier in Vietnam? Do you see any potential projects and opportunity for water solution provider in Vietnam right now?
Yes, from my presentation, you see we need a lot of solutions. And we have many projects, including new and upgrading and expansion, etc. So if you are talking about the water solution providers, we can talk further after seminar about your opportunities. For example, if you are equipment supplier, or you are chemical supplier, or you are the technology provider, I think Informal Markets and myself or Vietnam Water Supply and Service Association are happy to share with you the information where you can have opportunity. But in general, I can say there are a lot of opportunities, and you can focus on my last slide where I can I have some, for example, I have some highlights where you can focus on. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Professor Nguyễn Việt Anh. We still got some questions. Thank you, Professor, for the insightful sharing. With the new environmental law being passed, how many, in terms of percent, of the existing wastewater treatment plants would need to upgrade their plants from STDB to comply with STDA? Thank you.
Yeah, I think this is a very interesting question. For the municipal, I don't think they have to upgrade right now. But for the industries, they should have the roadmap, especially the later investors who are coming later to the river, discharging wastewater in the industrial park. They should look at the standard A, where for the existing industry, we give them time to upgrade. Talking about the percentage, I would say now we have 80% of industrial parks equipped with the wastewater treatment plant, and they can run with the existing technologies. But they have to have the vision. If we sub-river have limited receiving capacity, so 5 or 10 years is for them to upgrade. But for the new, I think A class will be widely applied in most of cases for the new industrial.
Yeah, thank you so much, Professor, for the answer. Last questions. What is the typical drinking water tariff in Vietnam? Is it high enough to afford advanced treatment technologies?
By law, the cost should be, the water tariff should be enough for full cost recovery. But since we are still using, in most of cases, conventional technology, So to apply advanced technologies, we need to invest more money, and water tariff should be increased. Almost every 2 years, the water tariff in the cities are being increased. For that, they have to pass through all the authorities, so that it should not be too high for the medium and for the poor people. The tariff, I can say now, is ranging from 20 to 60 cents per cubic meter. For commercial industrial users, the tariff is much higher, up to I would say 50, 80 cents for the commercial and industrial. So we have a cross-subsidiary policy. So high enough, I should say, for the long vision is enough. Yep.
Okay. Thank you so much, Professor Winfried Anh, and thank you everyone for attending Vietnam presentation section today. If you have any other questions, please contact Ms. Vicky at email vicky.view@informa.com or leave your question at the Q&A box. Our team will come back to you later, and we hope this section informative. And besides the Insight seminar and other events like this, you are welcome to our physical event, WASTEWATER 2021. Next year in Vietnam, we will have WASTEWATER Hanoi in July and WASTEWATER Ho Chi Minh in November, which is organized with the aim of showcasing our sport innovative idea and cross-border technology to apply in Vietnam market. And we hope to see you soon in our next year events. On behalf of the organizers and our speaker today, I would like to thank you all for joining us today, and we wish you all to stay safe and healthy. Thank you so much. Thank you, professors, again for your attending our webinar today. Goodbye.
Thank you.
And
You're welcome. Bye-bye.